Morning. Morning. Had a bit of a accidental fuck up on my end. Not massive, but I basically have like multiple YouTube accounts, obviously, because I have this account and I have like my personal YouTube account that I've had for like way longer. And I think I accidentally scheduled a live stream on my own personal account instead of this one. It's quite funny. Anyway. Wow, it's a lot of big trades. Knew it'd fuck up if I swapped the time frame. And then swap back. There we go. Oh, nope, still didn't fix it. Come on. I just hate seeing them gaps in the candles, and the only way to fix it is to change the time frame and then change it back. And sooner or later it'll fill it in. Commuting home, I'll see you soon. See you soon, Professor Mac. There we go. That's kind of fixed it. No, it still skipped a whole minute. I'll just clear the local data and refresh it. There we go. Oh, still didn't fix it. Come on, my OCD's firing. Maybe it's just a genuine gap. Turn that down a little. Music. I've also hopefully fixed my position bracket. I had some trouble with it the past couple days where it's shot up to like 1200, even though I only have it set at 200. But I asked in Top Step X's like Discord just to see if anyone had an answer, and the only answer I actually got was just to reset it to 0 and then set it to what you actually want it as. So I've done that. We'll see if that actually works or not. As far as today, I mean, we had the CPI spike up. We've had multiple spikes up here trying to get above previous day value area high and rejected. So previous day point of control looks like the likely level. We'll see after point of control if we break previous day point of control, and therefore we can start looking at sort of like the extremes of the overnight session, really, because I think previous day previous day value area low is all the way down here, so no point really trying to target that. But we can definitely, at least not until if we get like a break of the overnight value area low, clean break and retest of overnight value area low, we could get a pretty nice big trade trying to get it all the way down to previous day value area low, but we'll see. Morning, Indigo. So we'll see, because it could just test previous day point of control and then come back, because it is, I mean, we are bullish, obviously. The money is moving higher, so we could we could test down here at this point of control from the previous day, and then just get back above previous day value area high, start exploring higher again, but we shall see. CVD is actually rising. We got a massive amount of buyers there just before 9:50. My MotiveWave has been so glitchy over the last 48 hours. I don't think I'll make any trades today. Too many skips and my VPs aren't loading or updating. Huh. That's weird. Mr. God of War. Welcome. Okay, so we bounced up from previous day point of control there initially. Mine's been fine over the last, mine's been fine in general. I do think that MotiveWave is, it does require like a solid internet connection. But like I haven't had any issues with it as long as I've had a good internet connection. Like I'm like LAN cabled in. I've got wired Ethernet cable straight to my router, so I'm willing to bet that helps me out a lot. I do think that like is something that every trader really should consider, because like the trader's worst nightmare is bad internet. Obviously, it's easier said than done though. I feel for Cami in Australia, because kind of like Australia has like one of the worst coverages of internet in the world, just because it's such a big landmass. I'm on Elon's. Oh, if you're on Starlink, then maybe not, because Starlink's meant to be pretty good, right? Or just do an internet test and check it. But if you're on Starlink, I can't imagine that your internet's the problem. Never used Starlink, but I just know that it's meant to be pretty reliable, or at least I don't know how reliable it is, but I'm pretty sure you get it? You can get coverage like anywhere on the planet, pretty much. So yeah, it's meant to be pretty good, from what I've heard. But it'll never be as fast as, like, the fastest you can get obviously is I raise you Zimbabwe with the Internet Explorer of internet connections. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I'll fold if you raise me Zimbabwe. A lot of buying here, a lot of buying. But it is rejecting. All those buyers just got absolutely smacked. So if we get a break and retest of previous day point of control, I honestly wouldn't mind it. But my stop would have to be behind that current session POC is the issue. If I got something like this, if like current session value, if we broke like below point of control, then I got something like that, I'd honestly probably, I'd take that. Might even, I'd definitely think about it. Need to break first though, because then we got all those buyers just got absorbed, and then the sellers just got absorbed at the bottom of that. So it's definite battle happening. Similar situation to yesterday, where if we do explode higher here, I'll be pretty happy to take a long since we got the buying pressure building. But it's not building that much, really, compared to yesterday, like how that sell pressure was building yesterday, and then we got that breakout to the downside. I mean, we went up for the rest of that day, but that initial little move to the downside to test previous day value area low was super clean. Oh God. Yeah, look, that's terrible, Indigo. Wow. Yeah, that is absolutely the issue then with your MotiveWave. It's that internet speed. Just for reference, Indigo, let me tell you what my internet is right now. Let me do an internet speed test, just for reference, because mine is a lot better than that. I have very, very good internet, thankfully. I am privileged. I'm not going to dox my address, am I, if I show this on the stream? I'm not going to get any of you, like, knocking on my front door. Yeah, this is my internet speed. Prepare to be amazed. There's mine. My goated internet speed. But like I say, that's me being plugged in. I mean, we have very good internet here anyway, but like I'm also wired in. I'm wired in with an Ethernet cable, which makes it even faster and very, very reliable. But yeah, it's definitely one of them things where you just gotta, it's like one of them where you, like, no matter how good of a trader you are, if you have bad internet connection, it's just such a ball ache. Are you coming fast? There it is, the classic stream freeze. It's becoming that's becoming like a thing, and I'm not happy about it. The fact that my OBS just decides to freeze for like a couple seconds. Big battles today? Yeah, real big battle here between buyers and sellers. Oh, hello. I didn't even know there was news. What news was that? That was, oh, it was consumer sentiment. Preliminary. So yeah, preliminary consumer sentiment and inflation expectations does tend to be the more volatile of the two. There's the preliminary expectations, and then there's the revised expectations, and the preliminary ones are the more volatile. You're the problem, taking up all the bandwidth. Yeah, my bad, guys. If I can't have a good internet, no one can. It is actually the signature, the channel signature, the 2-second freeze. Since I came back, though, that's what bugged me out the most, was that it never did that when I was trading in this setup, like earlier in the year, the start of the year. And ever since I came back, it decided to do it. London was great. Fades from developing value area high until it wasn't just before CPI. I did see that during London there was a real clean, what was it? I think it was a real clean previous day point of control fade. Yeah, it was there right at the end of like the main London's like main hour, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. This was also like at the time, this was like current session value area high. So yeah, right around like 353, 354. That was a super clean short that I wasn't at the charts, but I saw it after the fact. We had some sellers jump in there right at previous day point of control. If this can, yeah, see, I was waiting to see if it'd confidently get lower. Wasn't about to sell it straight away. Buyers stepped in to defend the previous day point of control. See if this is going to push all the way through again or if it's going to continue lower. Lots of sellers there. We can see that's where a lot of action happened, so maybe they'll step back in to defend. And overnight value area high, actually. Yeah, that's the exact one I was thinking of. Okay, it looks like they defended a little bit. We'll see if they have some follow through, break below this low. That's what I'd be looking for right now, is it to get below this low, and then I could take like a retest here. Delta still isn't like very... I mean, it's not actually... Delta's kind of just chopping. It doesn't really... There's not much we can read from Delta there. Because it's not breaking highs, not breaking lows. If this wasn't POC, then I honestly would maybe consider fading it. I've gone off fading the POC so much. And it's a bit of a... you could have your stop like up there. That's not a terrible trade, really, actually. Something like that. The only issue there is you're banking on it kind of breaking this if you're going for anything like... I mean, you could fade it straight back to point of control there. I'm kind of waiting for the more confirmed move. Like, if we drop here now where we have sellers and a big buyer get absorbed, that'd be so nice. To then, like, for confidence to then short the continuation, or it could just pop up. Let's get rid of that box. What's London session's power hour usually? It's 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. New York time. I've been trading Asia close and then an hour after London Open. Yeah, so the London Open is 3 a.m. New York time. So that hour between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. tends to be like the highest volume that London sees. But technically the London session starts at 2 a.m. and runs to 5 a.m. And then after 5 a.m. it's just kind of like, that's what I would call pre-market until the 9:30 open. And then Asia sessions like what? 8 p.m. New York time, really? Oh, yeah, the Tokyo Open is 8 p.m. New York time. And that'll run through, so like 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. New York time would be like your highest volatility hour for the Asia session. 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. for London. And then like 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. for New York. If I could only trade for like 3 hours a day, it'd be like those 3 hours. Preferably New York, because obviously I love New York. Then we also have like 2 to 3 in the afternoon, or like 3 to 4 really in the afternoon, power hour. Sup, duds? Mr. Duds. So now we'll see if it wants to decide if is a POC going to defend or are we going to push. I'm just waiting for a clear direction really today. I'm not. I mean, you could fade this from the bottom really. That's not a terrible idea. like if we're being honest. Fade previous day point of control for... I'd honestly be going for like that. I don't hate that so much. Delta is so neutral right now, though. It's just flat. The fact that Delta is flat and not really picking a direction, honestly, just kind of it makes me want to fade this from the downside. I don't like the fade from the upside so much. One, because you don't have as much distance between the value area high and the point of control, and there's not really a value level around there for me to also have as a confluence. Whereas there is on the downside, I have the previous day point of control to fade. And with so that would be like 858. That would be like a reasonable stop. I honestly would prefer to go for like 4.5, so like 95.5. I'm tempted to try that. Jesus Christ, 9 micros. I may as well just go on a mini. Tokyo Open, London pre-open into open, New York Open into New York Open, New York 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Putting them into journal. Oh, POC shifted lower. Yeah, those would be my favorite times to trade. But yeah, like I say, I'm a New York boy. I'm a New York AM boy. Like I am so much better in the New York AM session simply because it's the session that I've watched for God knows how long. Whereas I don't really like that's one thing that's like so beneficial is literally just sitting there and watching the session. You just build up like a level of experience and get comfortable with that session and almost get like that second, or not second sense, that sixth sense or like intuition, if you want to call it that, which can really, I think, can only be gained from putting in the hours, putting in that screen time. Buyers got absorbed at the top there. I'm really debating this. I'm debating whether I want to do it or not. Delta's flat. It's just the stop, really, that I'm having trouble with. Fuck it. Oh, hang on. I just realized I can't go for like straight for 9 buys. I might honestly just go for a mini. Because that's the other thing that was making me kind of not like it, is the fact that 9 micros is a lot of commission. I'm going to do a mini. There's no point in me doing 9 micros. I'm just going to pay for half the trading commissions. If it comes back and tags that, we'll take that. Looks like I would have been in the money there. Do a little bit of a tighter stop, and we'll shoot for that. Risk per trade depends what account I'm on. If I have an account that's like got a bit more or a bit more of the balance, yeah, that would have been TP. Silly me. Still, we'll wait. If that wants to come and tap here again, still perfectly valid. But yeah, it's anywhere from like $200, $250 to $300. Depends what account I'm on. I have multiple accounts and they're each at like different balances. So watch this just explode up now. I just need to remember that if I don't take this trade, I need to remember to swap back onto the micros. Okay, let's just cancel that. And we'll just go back onto the micros. Yeah, missed a win there, really. Was debating it too much. It was the stop placement and the fact that it was 9 micros. I didn't really want to pay that much commission, to be honest. You took it, well done. Nicely done, Mr. Daz. Price action has been pushing up a lot in the last couple of days. Yeah, so it'll probably just keep pushing. Don't call a top. I tend not to think of like bias for the day really, because I'm going for such like little moves. It doesn't really matter to me at the end of the day. Looks like our levels are exactly the same today. That's rare. Oh, what you mean for, yeah, tick volume to tick data. Yeah, that will be rare for them to be like the exact same. Okay, we've got buyers really pushing here. Shame I didn't take that. Would have been a nice way to finish up the week. What would my commissions have been? I want to know, because I was like, Jesus, that's a lot of contracts. Yeah, I would have been paying like $10. I would have been paying like 5% of the actual like trade in yeah, $20. Yeah, that was too much. That's if I'd decided to do the mini like sooner, then we would have been in the money, obviously. But because then what's the? It's like 50 cents for a mini, right? Or $1 or $2. It was way cheaper to do a mini than 9 micros. What about 1 mini? I think a mini's like $2 maybe. Yeah. Because like round turn as well, I would get charged commissions on the entry and on the exit. So for 9 micros, honestly, that would have cut like 10% of that trade's profit off. If it had lost as well. Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely right to go for the mini there and just go for a slightly smaller stop. I was just slow on the decision timing really there. I wasn't paying attention enough. I was also unsure whether I wanted to take it. like the trade by itself. I mean, it was a clean enough trade. It was the fact that that was a previous day point of control. Typically, I'm not fond of trading around any sort of point of control, and I was kind of anticipating a break to the downside, but I'll happily see a break to the upside. I was anticipating some sort of a breakout basically, instead of just trying to play the range. But yeah, congrats to who was it who took it? Daz? Yeah, Mr. Daz. Congrats, Mr. Daz. I swear whenever I don't take a trade, it's always Mr. Daz that that does take it. Okay, we are coming back into the range again here. See if it's going to continue and break previous day value area high. Because I will also definitely take a break of previous day value area high, trying to go for high of the day, or maybe even that CPI high. Since I don't have any like volume targets yet. The only ones that would be like a high volume node, really. But I'd want to see some like real acceptance above there. CVD is strong, so that's nice. You took 1 mini? Yeah, that's what I wish I had done. I mean, I wish I would have took the trade. Either with 9 micros or a mini, I'd have still made money, but yeah. 1 mini was the play there, for sure. 1 mini long from previous day point of control. How much drawdown was that? Literally 2 ticks of drawdown, and then in a straight line to TP in literally about 2 minutes. It's got to feel good. I think if I did take that, that would have been the... Oh no, I took a loss, didn't I? No, yeah, that would put me back on a winning streak. Because I had, what, 5... I had a 5 trade winning streak, then a loss, and then I had the win yesterday. If we get a failed auction here to the upside, then I might even just look for a short. I'd want to see this fail first at previous day value area high though, and I would take like a retest of it. Because there was obviously no context around it other than we had little volume up there. Fade from this would look something like that. That's going to be a super high, yeah, 8 micros. I would honestly just rather do that. Not taking that yet, but it's an idea. I will look at. I just kind of want to see it confidently reject previous day value area high, and then I'll just take a retest. Or if I see a big sell candle, I need to swap onto the mini as well. If I see a big trade sell, I'll also consider that. That's a big trade buy. Buyers are getting absorbed. There's a seller. I want to see something. I want to see something like this. I want to see it just come back into value to prove to me that it's not like continuing here. It's going to accept back in value, and then I'll just take another fade. I'll take a fade because I don't like how it's hovering right above value area high of current session. I want to see it come inside value and reject any upside move. I don't really like the fact that we're building volume up here either. It is a little bit concerning for the short. But I can just take the long, so it's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Daz. You see the way volume is building up in the area there? That is something that indicates continuation up. Yeah. Yeah. But it's not a massive amount of volume yet, but it's definitely building, which, yeah, like I say, it is a sign that we are, if we're willing to transact a lot at a premium, especially to the point where, like, if this becomes the point of control, then what was a premium yesterday is now considered fair value, which means likely, well, it means that we're seeing the money willing to do business higher, which therefore then means that price is going to move higher. It's getting annoying to me having to swap between the micro and the mini today. If I see anything over sort of like 7, 8 micros, there's no point. I may as well just take it on a mini and have a slightly tighter stop. Or even just do a wider stop and have less micros, I guess. There is also that. The only annoying thing here is that if we do get this continuation, I need something to put my stop behind. Like, I mean, really, that's not terrible, actually, is it? If we're being real. Especially if we go for something like the current session value area high to try and get like a little bit greedier of an entry. Yeah, I saw that Nighthawk. I saw that. It retested the 6832 then as well, didn't it, on that day, I'm pretty sure. Took that 10 AM drop for a quick scalp. Market has that Friday grind to it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. If I see a willingness to transact up here, like again, we're seeing not really much volume build up here. But if I can start to see that, I can look for this continuation play. So bummed I had pussied out of that long from down there. Game on. Game on. A very, very quiet market today. Let me lower the big trades slightly. See, we had a battle going on there. Okay, if this... I will still take this short. I'm literally okay with going either way right here. But I want to see it confidently move in one of the directions for me to then just take a retest. Like if we had that aggressive seller there and then it moved back into value, I'd 100% take that short. If I could get a retrace. It's been a real bitch today. It's been so slow. Right. Come here. Let me move you. There we go. Value area high just shifted up a little bit as well. Come on, get back into value. Come down. Down, boy. Like, it doesn't have much explosion. It's building a little bit of value, yeah, but like it's not, doesn't seem like it's got much momentum. We'll see, I guess, but I don't know. It's given me the inkling that it's going to fade and we're going to chop. We also, that is a thing, actually. We almost have initial balance set, which will be an initial balance of... Oh, off it goes. It will be an initial balance of 19 points with the daily average true range. Quickly check this and then swap back because I might be able to take this long soon as well. Target initial balance high. 132. So we are well in a situation where we can look for a larger move. I really want to take that. And honestly, like, target just the fucking buyer up here from CPI. Why are you being weird, CVD? Oh, big seller. Bigger buyer. 6,850 right now, so that is 6,888. Okay, interesting. We're getting some big ass buyers coming in right now. Why is my CVD fucked up now? Fuck it. The stream just dropped out again. Wow, this is a lot of buying happening at this initial balance high as we approach it. CVD's back. Buyers super strong. Not getting much result though. No volume really being built up there. Break. I don't like that long from previous day value area high anymore. If this drops here, I'd rather look for a break and retest to go back lower. If we get all these buyers come in here and they don't manage to push price up, hang on a minute, where I just clocked where are all the other big trades? Why are they all gone? Clear local data. It's probably that. Yeah, it was that. See if they load back in now or if it's just takes it all away. Change time frame. Yeah, that's my other go-to move. My go-to moves are clearing the local data and changing the time frame, or both. Yeah, there you go. Changing time frame did it. Yeah, look at all those buyers just getting absolutely no result. Yeah, I'm liking a break and retest of previous day value area high, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to fix that candle. It's really annoying me. There we go. That does the job. Ooh. Risk 200. Yeah, so I'm going with 1 mini on that. If we get the break and retest. Better not just bounce back up now. Come on. Don't tease me. I'm not even going to wait for like a proper like structural move like that. I literally, if it can just tick below, if it can just like get like literally just under here, and I'll just take that and I'll be in there. It's just annoying that this seller's just been absorbed as well. God, CBD really pushed, didn't it? God forbid I forget that I'm on... I need to write that down somewhere. Let me write that on a piece of paper. I just need to make sure that I don't forget that I'm on the mini right now. I've just written that down next to my desk. Mini, Top Step X. This is where it smashes higher. It's such a clean break and retest here of... Like, I don't like the break and retest to go long simply because of the reaction off initial balance high and all the absorbed buyers that are up there. I really prefer to see this break back below. And the profile in general. Like, look how little volume we've got built up there. I'm getting ready to go for this. I just need to see it get a little bit underneath. Not asking for a massive structural breakdown below. Imagine opening a trade for 8. Yeah, oh my god, exactly. Could be a lot of money, but yeah, could be a lot of money in either direction, couldn't it? Could be a lot of money in the good way, or it could be a lot of money in the bad way. Do-do-do. Like, I literally, give me a candle close below that previous day value area high, and I'll be setting my limit. Pissing me off how it's just going back to the upside. The only thing that'll flip my bias if we get a value level shift or a value area shift, like up here, because then I will look long. But for right now, I'm only getting short vibes from this. Unless it just grind up really slowly, which would be horrid. Yeah. Candle close like a point below. That's all I want. And then I'll set the limit at 76. Candle close or just like a confident move below if it does it all in one candle. Either way. Fortunately, if you're on prop, you can't do that unless you're on 150 KAICAP. Yeah. Okay, just try it again. Been really stubborn here, boys. Real stubborn. It's also just concerning because the longer it does spend up here, the more chance I have of flipping to longs. Yeah, that reaction from initial balance high with those big trades, just it gives me the heebie-jeebies for the longs. Ugh. Stop staying there. What are your confluences here? Previous day value area high, current session value area high, context that we tested initial balance high. Okay, wait there. One sec. Because if we get sellers push that lower, then and buyers get absorbed. Come on, show me something. Didn't show me anything. Maybe show me something. Come on, you've stayed in that little fucking... This is such a piss take. It's literally heard me say that I wanted to get confidently below previous day value high, so it's... Oh, there we go, okay. Limit sell's going in there. Balls, I might have just been too early on that and get absorbed. We'll see. I just saw the seller and I was like, yep. Why does my music always stop as soon as I get into a trade? I don't know why that is. It's because my, yeah, it's because my laptop is thinking that like, obviously when I get a noise for a trade, can I just, like, forget my headphones exist on my laptop, please. Oh, my monitor's froze. Great. Great timing. Oh, wait, did we win? Did we get TP? Oh, we got TP. Oh, that's funny. I'm assuming we got TP. I mean, I can see the price now, and I can see that it just tanked. Yeah, we got TP. We got nice TP as well there, boys. Wow. I dare say we got slipped into profit there. That's hilarious. Let me get my executions on there. Let me turn the brightness up actually first. I will just explain that trade in a sec, but did we get like something just happened? Because like look at the amount of action we just got. Did I just sell like a little news announcement? Because that seems very, very... I mean, I don't think it was a news announcement, but... Just seemed very aggressive all of a sudden. It just popped straight down to the downside, right? We just got a shitload of big trades. I'm going to up that filter back to 100. Everyone just decided that they wanted to enter the market with me there, I guess. They were all watching the stream. Anyway, yeah, I want to see... Because my target was 70.25. So let's see the executions. Oh no, didn't get slipped into profit. Felt like I did. I made $285 or like something like that on that trade. Oh wait, no, that is how much I should have made anyway. Never mind. But yeah, that was literally one candle. It's so annoying. Why does it keep doing that when I'm entering trades? Like, I swear the past 2 trades I've had, it's frozen right as I enter. Like, right as I'm about to get TP. I didn't get to see that play out or anything. Kind of honestly bummed out. There was news. Thought so. Yeah, that was luck. That wasn't skill, boys. That was luck. What was the news? Let me get a news feed open here. News feed. Oh, I don't see any news. What news have you seen? Who was that? Of course, I still love you. Oh, wait, there was something. Trump. Something to do with Trump, maybe? I mean, probably. At 10:42. Yeah, there was something. Trump, world's most powerful reset, Truth Social. What's that? Iran Parliament. I see something about the South Korean Parliament. Confirming 26.2 trillion won of extra budget. No, left screen's not also MotiveWave. The left screen is TopStepX, since I have my funded accounts are with TopStepX, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what that left screen is. MotiveWave is that screen. That screen. That screen's MotiveWave. That's TopStepX. Anyway, I mean, I will explain the trade, even though it did get like niced by news. But I will explain it anyway, because I didn't enter it because I knew the news was coming. I entered it because I did see that. Don't worry, I saw that. Thank you for reminding me, though. I did see your comment. I was just obviously about to get into that trade. I'll answer that first, Duds, and then I'll answer the other stuff. You just go into the chart settings, right-click, chart settings. Right-click on your chart, and go to chart settings, and then go to labels. You can't see this, obviously, because, you know, OBS and stuff. But yeah, go to labels, and then just find, in the available labels, just find ATR in there, and move it over. And then hit apply, and it'll pop up in the top left, like that. Had to close it manually. I didn't even get the time to set my TP. Order flow. Yeah, it must have been a super quick trade. Like I say, I entered the trade, my monitors froze, and before I even realized my monitors had froze, the trade had won. So, two of the steps mutually agreed upon between the groups have yet to be implemented. Iranian spokesperson, preferable that our diplomats not travel to Pakistan, but if they do, they should take with them one Khyber Sheikhan missile. No worries, duds. Yeah, let me explain that trade anyway. I know obviously the news... Oh, fucking hell, my mouse is zooming. The news happened, so I'm kind of not really writing that one off as like, I'm an amazing trader, I predicted that. That was... Obviously, that still could have happened without the news, but the news caused that big spike for it to get hit so quick. Anyway... let's drag the profile back here, even though it doesn't really matter too much. We had previous day value area high, we had current session value area high, so this is a nice premium level as far as the current market participants are concerned. We had initial balance high get tested, and we saw a lot of big trades up here try to push this through initial balance high and completely fail. A lot of aggressive buyers tried to push there and failed. That gave me an inkling that, okay, we've failed to push higher. The buyers have failed, so we're probably going to rotate back down. Even if we are still going to continue higher, we're probably going to rotate back down, probably test POC, and then if it's going to continue higher, it'll pick up more participants there, pick up some more momentum, and continue higher. Then we obviously bounced around here for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and I saw an aggressive seller and an aggressive buyer pop in on this candle, which then wicked down. So that told me that the buyers got absorbed in that, and the sellers didn't have so much control, but they definitely had more control than the buyers. And then we had a big spike down with more aggressive sellers. That was what then prompted me to do my limit entry, because obviously if we're breaking down below this previous day value area high, below current session value area high with aggression, then I can pretty confidently get a nice little retest of that and target the POC. I targeted here instead of the exact POC because, let me hide big trades for a sec. You see how this POC is kind of this big node. It's not so much that one level, it's also this big node. So I targeted right on the edge of that POC because I want to have an easy target. I don't want to be like clawing it for an extra point, even though it would have hit. Doesn't really matter. Still got out at a reasonable place. What else? I think that was it. So yeah, that was that trade. Obviously, like I say, Iran helped me out a little bit there. Iran. "29 seconds. That's crazy. What site are you checking? There's a few sites that I think people will use. I mean, feel free to share the sites that each of you that put that news in there used. I personally just go into the TopStepX Discord. They have actually, the one good thing I will say about TopStep is in their Discord, they have like a tab called the Futures News Feed. So I'll just go into that most of the time. So if I go into that, I don't know if this is going to work, but they post everything in there. That's not going to focus, is it? But I can just refresh that, and it's like it says there, right at 3:42 my time, which is 10:42 our time, and they'll post pretty much anything going on in there. That's what I'll check. But I know people have their own sites which are good, like Financial Juice I know is one. What do you think about repeat trades? Would you ever fade it again? Potentially. Depends. At the moment, obviously, I'm kind of in the mindset of like I take one trade a day and I'm done. In the future, I don't like the idea of... Yeah, Nighthawk checks Financial Juice, there you go. I don't like the idea of taking the exact same setup every time. Also, we've got 24 boys in here as far as I can tell right now, so feel free to like the stream. We took a dub, and we've got a lot of boys in here, so drop me a like, I deserve it. And also use code KAICAP at those things right there. Code KAICAP. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, like you say, There's an entry right here. That's another trade you could take. I don't know how much I like taking the exact same setup over and over again. I'm open to taking more trades in a day, but I feel like I would only want to take one per setup. I wouldn't want to just like take the same setup over and over again. That's just me though. That's not written in stone. Like, that's not a law of the volume profile. Because like I say, that's the exact same entry there. Let's turn big trades back on. Lower it to like 85. That's the exact same trade right there. And it's a 1.5 away from TP again. So buyer just stepped in at the bottom of that. So if that were me, I'd be moving to break even there if I was in that short. I didn't even get a chance to move to break even on that last one. God damn. Not worth the risk for today. No, I don't take more than one trade a day. At the minute. I will in the future. But just for right now. 3 seems to be a good number, then the 4th loses. Yeah, I mean, what's that saying? The good old saying. Probability has no memory. So it could bounce and offer the same setup and the same trade would play out 5, 6, 7 times theoretically. There you go, that one would hit TP as well. Exact same setup, just without the news. That would have hit TP. Right, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, first of all, get the chart executions off because they just annoy me. And then I'm going to make sure that I'm back on micros so I don't fuck it up next week. Crazy. Yeah, I know. Power of the volume profile, my friend. Power of the volume profile. There's been 3 solid trade setups today. That's what I mean. Like, that one was a solid trade setup. I was just pussied out of it. Daz took it, and congrats to Daz. Then, I mean, really, you could have taken this at fade of initial bounce high once you saw that these got rejected. Maybe entered like here. Stop loss very tight above that high. That's a valid trade in my eyes for if it's your model. Not so much for like specifically for the VP, but when you combine it with big trades. Because we will have been in a premium here. We'll have been in a discount. In a premium, sorry. Of like the profile. Not much volume built up there, so that's a perfectly reasonable trade, I would argue. Then we also had that one, which I just that was less of like, that was kind of volume profile combined with order flow, because I was, not really, it is and it isn't, because I wasn't really taking, I was preempting a break and retest, essentially. It was a break and retest, but a very short term break and retest, but it played out, and then this was like the more long term one. It did it. It's done it 3 times so far. We had, well, if you don't count this one, it's done it 2 times, like real clean, but I got a very short term one there. So that was one TP, second entry, second TP, third entry, third TP. Let's see if Daz is right here, if it's going to do it for the 4th time. Exact same entry, exact same TP, exact same stop loss. It's a bit of a tight stop loss if we're being real, but also, what was my risk to reward on that trade? I feel like it was pretty high. Yeah, 1 to 1.44. Nice. Getting buyers step in there if they get absorbed, and that's great for that short. In MotiveWave, you can't use how much you made per trade. Huh? I'm not sure you can't see how much you made. For me, only appears the P&L of all the trades, not each one. I'm not sure. Not sure on that one, dudes. Sorry. I know what you mean now, but I'm not sure. I think if you go into the account thing, I don't want to go on mine because I don't want to like leak my account details or anything. I think if you go into the account, or like there will be a tab in here that shows like something to do with like the trades. There's got to be something like a trade book or something. You will be able to, I imagine. Okay, well, let's see if this plays out. This would have been the fourth entry. So let's see if Daz was right. It does have more buyers behind it this time, but it's still a valid setup in my eyes, especially if those buyers get absorbed. Just seeing those green bubbles doesn't inherently mean that price is going to go up. It's all about reading the bubbles and then price's reaction to the bubbles. Effort versus result. Like if that started moving down, I would like probably trim my stop like already, because if we have buyers that have been absorbed, you can move your stop pretty tight. Get more buyers stepping here. Daz, you might be right. It's digging into stop loss. The other one's literally top ticked it. Boom, boom, boom. Buyer absorbed at the top there. I'm also bummed out that the screens froze, because I'm pretty sure that just fucks up my recording. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. But I'm pretty sure it does fuck up my recording. So then, like, when I use it for shorts and stuff, it's just obviously not really as usable, because you don't see the trade play out. It's just you just see a frozen screen. So it would seem, Robert. So it would seem. But it is back into... It's still around the entry. Sellers just stepped in. They are definitely battling a bit more, though, this time. This, for me, is only the second time it hit the level. Really? Not the third? Not 1, 2... Because, like, did these hit? What's the high of that candle? See, the high of that candle was 1 tick short. I see what you mean, Daz. Oh, the high of that candle's 1 tick short, actually, as well. So it fell short. Oh, that would be so frustrating. If it fell short by a tick. Oh my god, can you imagine? Because, like, my entry would have been at 76. So this fell 1 tick short of 76. So did this one. So if I didn't take this entry and then I was trying to get the retest, I would have had one entry fall a tick short, go to TP. Another entry fall a tick short, go to TP, and then this one would get filled. So this would be like, if I didn't enter here, this would probably genuinely have been my entry. So, and it's looking good now. I would already have moved my stop to like here, if it were me, because we have them buyers all got absorbed. And then if that buyer that's there right now got absorbed, I'd honestly probably just move to break even, or at least I'd be doing it very quickly. But that buyer didn't get absorbed. It's had a nice result, so... Lots of good trades today, though. At least like 3 solid trade setups in my eyes. If not more. If that candle flips red, never mind. It's not going to. Okay, so that buyer had a bit of result, so maybe it's going to come up and test that high again. We are like probably going to get a value area shift soon, actually, as well. Not like very soon, but it's definitely getting there. Like, look at the profile. This node that we've kind of built during all this consolidation it's slowly creeping up on the node of the point of control. Been a good week this week. I think it's been 3 wins. We had the missed win on Monday that I pussied out of. Did I pussy out of that, or was I just not fast enough? I can't remember. I feel like I pussied out of it. I feel like news hit. Similar to that one, actually. Similar to that point of control one down there. News hit. Or no, we had like a similar situation to what happened up here. We like tested a level and buyers got absorbed there. And I think we also had news. And then it came to the level, but the trade still played out. I feel like news a lot of times does scare me out if I'm entering not long after news, which makes sense. I'm not stupid for saying that. Yeah, we had a missed trade on Monday that would have been a win. I think then the loss was on Tuesday. And then we've had... Am I right in saying that? Let me get my journal up. Today's the 10th. So yesterday was Thursday. We won on Thursday. Wednesday we lost. Tuesday we won. So we had a missed trade on Monday that would have been a win. Then we had an actual win on Tuesday. Loss on Wednesday. Win on Thursday. Win on Friday. I will go. Bye-bye. See you later, dudes. Catch you next week. 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm here all week. Your host, Kai Capital, who actually needs to get off pretty soon. I just realized what time it was. I want to watch this to see if it plays out or not, and then after this, we'll leave it there. But yeah, successful week. I think I've had a really good start to April, to be fair. I think I've only had 1 loss the whole of April, and we're 10 days in. I think I've had like 4 or 5 wins and 1 loss in April so far. Fucking computer's doing that weird sound again. I really wish I could figure out what that sound was. It just randomly, like... I swear to God, it's like months apart when it does it. Volatility's really dropped off here. What's good? What's good, Jay? If this starts to break down below that low, that's when I would move to break even if I was in this trade. But I'm not, because I already made money. Yeah, so I'd be moving to break even pretty soon, to be honest. Yeah, now I'd move to break even. So if that comes up and tests 76 again, I will say that trade would have been break even. But I wouldn't be able to lose that trade now. And it looks like it'll be TP. Don't jinx it, Brad. Don't jinx it, Kai. Seller. Ooh. Maybe it will be in break even. Break even for me would be like 75.50 because I normally go 2 ticks into profit when I move to break even. So make sure I'm like good on commissions and then some. What have you boys all been like this week? Green, red, grey, positive, negative, neutral, flat, whatever terminology you want to use. Have you made money? Have you lost money? Have you neither made nor lost? Got a lot of sellers trying to push this lower, but I don't know if they're gonna. Doesn't look like they're gonna get it. 70. Yeah, okay, so that would have been break even. Interesting. Glad I got in where I did. Thank you, Iran. Should I be thanking Iran really right now in this current economy? Right, I'm going to go finish it up there, boys. It's been a good week. Good month, good week. Nice green week for me. Hell yeah, Daz. Break even? At least you didn't lose money. I wonder if that's going to retest now and then go to POC. But yeah, I'll call it there, boys. I mean, that is going to get a POC flip soon, actually, so no real interest there. Robert Green, 2 wins, 1 loss. Nice. Hell yeah. Right, boys. I will catch you next week. One thing I will share before I go, actually, just because it is useful for anyone who is interested in it, especially over the weekend, because over the weekend I will send out my larger levels, is the good old Substack. So join that Substack if you want weekend levels, daily levels, Globex levels, literally every single level that you see me plot on my chart, I will share in that Substack before the market open, before the next day, before the next week. You'll see all my high time frame daily levels, Globex levels, all the things like that. The only things that aren't in there is obviously like my current session volume profile. I'm not going to fucking share with you every second. And then like initial balance high and low, because like anything that I'm obviously showing on stream, I'm not going to shoot out a fucking Substack email in the middle of a stream. But yeah, join that if you're interested in that. I'm simply sharing cool stuff that I use for free, straight to your email box. But yeah, I will leave it there, boys. I will wish you a good weekend, and I will catch you at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you later.